跟着念完这只蓝胡子的英语再也难不倒你。
There was a very rich man with a blue beard. There was a very rich man with a blue beard. People were afraid of him because of his beard. People were afraid of him because of his beard. One day, he asked a young woman to marry him. One day, he asked a young woman to marry him. She was scared, but she said yes. She was scared, but she said yes. They moved into his big, beautiful castle. They moved into his big, beautiful castle. After some time, Bluebeard had to go on a trip. After some time, Bluebeard had to go on a trip. He gave his wife all the keys to the house. He gave his wife all the keys to the house. You can open every door, he said. You can open every door, he said. But do not open the small door at the end. But do not open the small door at the end. He warned her it was very dangerous. He warned her it was very dangerous. Then, Bluebeard left the house. Then, Bluebeard left the house. The wife invited her friends over to visit. The wife invited her friends over to visit.
重点来了，接下来这句超实用。
They looked at all the gold and silver. They looked at all the gold and silver. But the wife kept thinking about the small door. But the wife kept thinking about the small door. She was very curious about what was inside. She was very curious about what was inside. Finally, she took the little key. Finally, she took the little key. She walked to the back of the house. She walked to the back of the house. Her hands were shaking as she opened it. Her hands were shaking as she opened it. Inside, the room was dark and cold. Inside, the room was dark and cold. She saw something terrible on the floor. She saw something terrible on the floor. It was the bodies of his past wives. It was the bodies of his past wives. She dropped the key in shock. She dropped the key in shock. The key fell into a pool of blood. The key fell into a pool of blood. She picked it up and tried to clean it. She picked it up and tried to clean it. But the red stain would not go away. But the red stain would not go away.
跟着念一次，英语进步超有感。
Bluebeard came home early that evening. Bluebeard came home early that evening. He asked for his keys back immediately. He asked for his keys back immediately. He saw the stain on the small key. He saw the stain on the small key. You went into the room, he shouted. You went into the room, he shouted. Now you must die like the others. Now you must die like the others. The wife begged him for some time to pray. The wife begged him for some time to pray. He gave her 10 minutes. He gave her 10 minutes. She ran to the tower and called her sister. She ran to the tower and called her sister. Do you see our brothers coming? she asked. Do you see our brothers coming? She asked. Bluebeard held a big sword in his hand. Bluebeard held a big sword in his hand. He called her to come down for her punishment. He called her to come down for her punishment. Suddenly, two men burst through the door. Suddenly, two men burst through the door. They were her brothers, and they were strong. They were her brothers, and they were strong. They fought Bluebeard and defeated him. They fought Bluebeard and defeated him. The wife was safe and lived happily ever after. The wife was safe and lived happily ever after.
喜欢这支影片的话，帮我按个赞，订阅频道，也欢迎分享出去，让更多人一起学。谢谢你的支持。